Peter Thiel, who co-founded PayPal back in the day, is leading a group of venture capitalists to fund the enhanced games. This is going to be Olympic-style competition that allows performance-enhancing drugs. And I'm just wondering, when it says venture capitalists,
yes,
are you included in that flaming dragon? Have you known about this?
Look,
I'm so happy for you, dog.
I've been screaming for this for years. Okay? For years. Let's push humans to the limit.
Let's see.
All right? I want to see how far we can go. All right? I want to see how fast. You think Usain Bolt's fast? Let him do steroids.
Yeah.
All right? He's out running cheetahs. All right? But I still to this day, MLB, please, I beg. Everybody wants to see someone throw it 110 miles per hour. All right? I want to see a guy hit it 600 feet. This is what the people want. If they won't do it, somebody else should.
We'll do it.
Somebody else should. It should be baseball and hockey basically mixed together. Let them fight. Let them do steroids. The MLB will be gone in 5 years.
All right, look, I've got a theory on this, David. I was thinking about this. Is this how we find our first superhero? Is this how it happens? Like this is like. Does this not have just superhero origin story written all over it? Like, oh yeah, Greg, he decided he wanted to do the enhanced Olympics. We pumped him, pumped his guts full of testosterone and whatever else goes into it. And then all of a sudden, he's climbing up the side of a skyscraper, throwing a villain off the top of it. Like all of a sudden, he's jumping like from building to building, and then you look up, oh my God,
how many records?
Spider-Man.
How many records do you think are going to get broken?
You have to put those records like in their own category.
No,
they have to be
sure.
like
I'm fine with
that. You can't compare that to like normal unenhanced human, or like we have in the Olympics now, kind of enhanced human.
Well, let me tell you why I hate this on just on principle is because and for, we'll use the term performance enhancing drugs, but I'm all for taking whatever enhances your performance as long as it doesn't harm your body long term. So we're putting a lot of trust in medical personnel here, which I know is a dangerous thing to do. But let's just say it's an absolute fact that whatever these guys are going to put in their bodies harm their health moving forward. I hate that conceptually just because the idea of being a great athlete and all the way back to the Greek and Roman times is, you're setting yourself up and your body to be in its most peak form, right? Like that's what we want from our athletes. I hate telling our young kids in order to play at the professional level or to be in peak athletic form, to even compete, you have to put something in your body that's going to harm you long term. That's just how I feel about the concept of any dangerous performing enhancing drugs. But from a business standpoint, and Peter Thiel is the ultimate libertarian, so it makes sense that he's leading this charge. From a business standpoint, this is the best way to do it, right? To have a separate league where everyone knows what's going on, so it's not in secret, and let the guys who want to do that to their body go compete separately. Don't confuse it with the Olympics. Don't mix it with the Olympics, and don't bring it to the professional sports leagues like NFL, MLB, NBA, but have a section of society where that's welcome, right?
Yeah, get your fix. Like that's where you can get your fix.
Yeah.
If you're somebody like Flaming Dragon, you want to see him take steroids. Here's my question before we move on. I know we got to move on. The world's strongest man competition. You like turn on ESPNU and there's some huge Swedish guy that's carrying a boulder from like one pillar to the other. It's like pulling a train with his ass or whatever it is. Like, don't they use steroids?
I don't know. Do they?
I mean, they got a shot in hell. They don't.
They've got. Look at them. Their heads get bigger as I'm watching them. Like there's no way they don't use steroids. So and remember that Schwarzenegger documentary, who he said when they stopped letting them use steroids, how like nobody really wanted to go to the shows anymore, so they let them start using steroids again for like Mr. Olympia or whatever. And they're over there doing their little stretches and flexes or whatever. Like people will love it. I'll watch. I'll watch the hell out of it.
Nobody's watching baseball. Nobody's watching baseball.
No, don't put steroids
Nobody's watching baseball. No, I'm saying this. You don't have to. That's fine.
Just make your own league.
You will the MLB will get mopped.
The XLB
They will get mopped if someone starts a baseball league. Okay, with guys who can use metal bats, steroids, and let them fight.
I like that.
Well, this
will sell out arenas.
This is what you get when you let the free market do its thing. So it is going to be fascinating, and we're going to keep up with it.
I wanted to jump in because of Flamin' Dragon talking about the the desire to see more steroids and more, performance enhancers in sports. And I actually want to go the exact opposite route with that. I'm one of these that I'd rather watch a guy try and leg out a triple in baseball than go back to the dugout and light up a smoke like the old days. Like, get these guys off of the extra weights, the weight room, all that stuff. Like, you guys.
You wanted to go back to like.
You want to see worse baseball players. That's what you want to see.
You know,
They're better baseball players, though.
I want to see
Brian. Like, part of me though, like,
just
in baseball, I'm with you, right? In baseball, I'm with you. Like, part of me like gets what he's saying. I feel like that'll make because it's unbelievably hard. Baseball's unbelievably hard, right? Especially hit a 90-mile-per-hour fastball. But like, there's something about watching those old clips in baseball, not basketball. I love watching guys jump from the free throw line and yama chama chama like that. I don't want to go back to watching like Ron, crazy leg Stimkins, who's 5'8" out there playing point guard for Hickory in like the NBA. But I like in baseball, there's just something about here. Like, you hear the stories of Babe Ruth, right? Like, boy's going up there with a huge bat that's heavy as hell after he just ate 2 glizzies
That's all we had.
and drank a beer.
That's all we had.
That's all we need.
Man.
It's
I want
America.
Dennis. That's all we
all
need.
we had. It's
Exactly.
either you go to war or you go to a baseball game.
Like, but
were the
like baseball can
Give
do.
me a fat
If
guy.
you're gonna go that way, then go 100%.
Look, I don't want to go up there and watch some fat dude smoking a cigarette throwing 83 and who's tired. By
Have
the
you
second
seen
inning.
Bartolo Colon? That's my favorite baseball player, dog.
It's one of them's fine. All right, but you can't have 6 guys who look like just look terrible out there playing baseball. No one's going to want to watch that.
I don't know. I feel like they would.
Maybe
Yes, you
the
can.
older generation a little bit, but they're targeting younger generation.
Then why
That's
is
what
John
they're doing.
Daly?
Like,
Why is John Daly so loved in the golf world? They love this guy.
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, they wouldn't love
Simon
John
Dragon,
Daly
you
as
get-
much if there were 9 John Dalys out there.
Dude, who's the?
It's because
when you're
he's
talking about
John
the exception.
Daly.
When you're talking about baseball, that fat guy's playing first base, third base, left field. You want your athletic guy, put him at shortstop, center field. There you go. Give me the guys that are off.
Yeah, I
performance
kinda-
enhancers,
congrats.
and let's see their natural ability. That stuff would be great.
Yeah, let's talk
Performance
about real,
dehancers.
Let's talk about athletic guys. Let's talk about athletic guys on steroids. Let's talk about buttered sausage and what why it is. But I'm telling you right now, like, if you're a fan of baseball and you want eyes to get to a TV, I just want to see how far humans can go. All right, this is the
I
Elon
get
Musk
it.
in me.
Yeah.
All right, I want to see how, like Prometheus. I want to see how far we can take this thing.
Yeah, but
All right, that's what I want to see. Like, how high can a human jump on steroids? How far can he throw a javelin?
Yeah.
All right. Can he beat up Dewey the Bear? Like, these are the questions that we need answered. It's time, y'all. And there's so much money.
I love this
There's
debate.
So much money in this. Because if you're just a businessman, I'm telling you, no one gives a rat's ass about baseball anymore. They don't. You can see all the old heads can get upset. That's fine. I don't care. No one watches it. But if you want people to start watching baseball again, go back to Mark McGwire, go back to Sammy Sosa. That's back in the day where they're just juicing. It's a Wells factory. There's so much juice in these guys.
And this guy
That's
claims
where
to be a
baseball
Yankee.
needs
He
to be.
claims to be a Yankees fan. You're not a Yankees
wow.
fan.
Good call,
I am a
Brian.
Yankees fan.
Good call.
Dave, don't talk to me about fandom. All right.
not a
I don't
Yankees
want to hear
fan.
it.
Everybody out there on YouTube, appreciate you guys stopping by. Look, it's 2024. We're all adults here, kind of. So hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on, and hit the like button on that video. We'd really appreciate it. And we love you deep inside.